Can people join? Don't know what's going on.
Osman?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I think on the corner, on the right corner, there's a off air somehow. I don't know. If you look on the right corner, it's still live.
Yeah, it's live here.
But in the previous one, only offline. It was offline on my side. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I think beyond live. So awesome, and also your T-shirt, absolutely awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just didn't get time to have a shave today. Just come
Don't
up.
worry about that. Don't worry. That's hey.
Just be yourself.
Yeah, that's for yourself. Don't worry about that. Actually, that's who you are, and that's important. Actually, I was thinking this Norman Vince Peale. Did you read this book?
Power of positive thinking.
Yeah, Powers. It's just absolute very good book.
Read it all?
Say again?
Have you read it all?
No, I just bought it yesterday.
All right.
I just got this morning. It's so good. This is so good. So yeah, this positive thinking. Actually, Donald Trump, been reading every day this book last 35 years.
Yeah.
Only this. Yeah. This book is very good. Only £4 or £5 something. It's very cheap.
Where you go from? Amazon?
From eBay. Amazon is expensive a little bit from eBay. Yeah, buy one of these. About 293 pages. Very good book. I went through this YouTube. I listened to what he's saying.
Yeah.
Absolutely mind blowing stuff. He just mentioning over 15 million copies sold.
Wow, amazing.
Yes, amazing. It is actually.
Yeah. Yeah, so I renamed the hangout like positive mindset, how people think, right? This is what I think a lot of people has different way of thinking. So what I was saying is the way people think actually affects everything that you do in life, because your thoughts are very powerful. And I learned this from my teacher when he was saying, it's like in a day, you get around 70,000 thoughts come into your mind, right? And anytime you're trying to do, like, let's say you're going to do a prayer, or you're trying to do meditation, or anything you're trying to do, as soon as you start focusing, you get all these thoughts come into your mind to distract you. Because what comes in your mind, only you know what has come and what makes you go off track. That's why it's very difficult for somebody who hasn't got self-awareness what's going into their mind to actually focus. Because everybody, I wouldn't say everybody, but most people come and they think like, okay, I need this to work. I'm looking for ways how this work, and then all the shiny objects start appearing in front of them, each of these promising them, okay, you need this, you need that, you need this, you need that. And then most people, they say, okay, I might try this. If it doesn't work, I'll try this one, try this one, try this one. So at the end, you're just turning in a circle. This is how I see it personally. Sorry, excuse me. It's like you're coming in a shopping mall and you're just seeing all the object that is appealing to you, and you're just trying to pick which one is the best for you. So you're just shopping around, right? But mindset is you got to be the one displaying the product in front of the people who are actually looking to buy. This is what actually changed the game. Like we were mentioning earlier, if you're an online marketer and it's about either you're trying to be just an affiliate promoting someone's product who's done all the hard work, and then you just trying to get a cut on that person hard work, right? You're going to make money, no doubt about it. ClickBank, JVZoo, and you got a lot of stuff. I'm not going to mention them here, but my point here is it all comes down to what you want to be. If you're just trying to be an affiliate, not a product creator, or just promote something, your mindset will tell you, okay, you can make some money there, you can make some money there. But in reality, is that what you want to do? Is that what's going to make you grow? When you say to people, you got to think big. This is how sometimes when people say you got to think big, they don't really have something that goes into their mind, making them realize what does thinking big means, right? And you see people posting quotes on Facebook saying, okay, your dreams has to be high. You need to have big dreams. You need to think big and have big dreams. If your dreams doesn't scare you, they're not big enough, right? These are quotes which people love to read. And again, today, this was coming to my mind. I said, when you look at the quote, yeah, it's just a phrase, right? You're reading a phrase and then say, wow, that makes sense. You got to think big. And by thinking big, if your dreams doesn't scare you, they're not big enough. You read it, you feel good about it, you like it, you share, you comment. But did you actually went deep into understanding that? What does thinking big means, right? What does, if your dreams doesn't scare you, they're not big enough? Did you actually went deep and break it into how would I? Yeah, just try to ponder upon that thought, like what big means. Sorry, just had my coffee coming out. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, you are absolutely right, Osman. You know what I'm thinking right now while you're talking. You know, when I came in this country, I had the money. Really, I couldn't even speak English, one word of English, right? My mind was set. I'm gonna work for Rolls-Royce. That's what I was thinking, nothing else.
Yeah.
And at the time, Rolls-Royce, they don't accept people like me, no, English background, no qualification in UK, and it was very hard. But because my mind set to work for Rolls-Royce, believe me, when I came in this country, 2 months after, I found a job in aerospace industry.
Awesome.
Because my mind set for specific, I want to work for Rolls-Royce no matter what, because I love to be part of engineering or aerospace stuff at the time.
Yeah. And
then when I learned a lot of stuff from people who was working with me. They were awesome and they teach me a lot of things, and I picked up straight because I was so hungry. You see, if you're not hungry, you're not gonna go anywhere. You have to be hungry for any niche. If you're going to build the empire online, you got to be hungry. What are you doing? Or if you are going to work for somebody, as you
got to be hungry, you have to be crazy, and you have
crazy, of course. What I was thinking, I was hungry for information. I want to learn how this engine take off. I just want to know. And then how can I make world better place to live? That's what I was thinking. How can I make this thing work differently? I learned a lot of stuff from the people who literally teach me there. And then 2010, I was looking online opportunity, right? I stumbled upon all this. I was typing, how can I make money online? That's what I was thinking. Only making money online. That's what everybody jumped in at the time. Making money, making money online.
Shopping keyword. It's a shopping keyword.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And then I was searching like a crazy. How can I make money online? One guy told me that. Can you imagine how many? You talk about millions people looking exact keyword you are looking for.
Yeah.
And I said, what? Anyway, I dive into that, stuff, and I couldn't go anywhere because everybody's selling something for me, and I didn't know which one is right. I said, forget about it. I think job is better place for me. I was very happy at the time of the Rolls Royce, but all of a sudden, my mind was, okay, I want to only work for Rolls Royce. You see, that's what my mind was,
Yeah.
and I realized when I start reading Brian Tracy book. This is the first book I ever bought from Brian Tracy, and there's a video. At the time it was a CD. There's a like CD, and anyway, I dived into this course. At the time, I think I paid about $500 something. I bought all the package, okay, and my mind start changing. Okay, I don't want to work anymore for somebody else. I want to work for myself. I want to buy this. I want to buy that. And one thing I promised myself, Osman, okay, I said to myself, I want to be millionaire. And I want to, first of all, I said to myself, I want to make myself absolutely my life and my family life, like awesome. I just want to help my family and myself. And a second, I want to teach other people how I did it. I want to teach people. And I promised myself 1 million at the time is still, my promise still is still. I want to teach 1 million people, right? They can teach, 100 million people. I don't know. But my mission to 1 million people to teach them how I made money, how I made a difference in, other people's life. And also, I promised myself, I want to buy like a castle, literally castle for the kids in cancer. This is my promise for myself. I want to build the empire for the kids who are in cancer. I want to make them happy. I want to make them live. This is alive. They're right to live, right? Yeah. And also, these three things I always telling myself every single day, okay? First, when I start online marketing, online business, going back, 3 years, I was reading, I was watching, I didn't take any action, right? That is not right. Again, if you are, I learned from Brian Tracy. Said to one of the video, he said, "Look, you got to start where you are right now." And I said, "Okay, how? I need the money." When you start whatever you do, all the tools, as you said, mentioned before, will come to you. All this shiny object will pop up, Oh, this is me. Yeah, look, take it. And I said, okay, that's cool. One thing I never forgot from Brian Tracy, he said, just focus on one thing and you will get whatever you need. You know what I did, Osman? First Jaguar ever. This is I swear to my life, I said to myself, okay, at the time when I bought the Jaguar, it was very expensive. People could, hold on, how you provide all the petrol money? I mean, this is crazy, 3.2 liter engine. How you are going to pay money for this petrol? I mean, it's not possible. You know what I did? I focus. I want it specific. Now, some people, Osman, this is not me. I didn't know as well. Everybody saying, okay, I need help. I need to do something. I need to do this. I need to do that. But what is it specific? What do you want exactly? I didn't know.
Exactly. People do not know what.
For example, if like kids asking you, dad, mom, I need this. They're specific, asking something. If you buy or not, he or she is still asking you, I want this, I need this. But we only saying, I want to be millionaire, but what is your specific? What do you want to do with this million? Even you have million right today, right now.
That's what I was about to say. People want a specific thing, but they don't even know why they want it and how they're going to acquire it. Even if they have it, it's like right now you ask somebody, okay, if I give you $1 million right now, what would you do? Right? Some people won't be able to answer that question straight away because in their mindset, they probably never thought, okay, $1 million can come to you instantly, and if it did come, could be a lottery. This is what they're thinking. That way, it could be a lottery. If people play lottery, obviously, if those who doesn't play, they might be thinking, oh, it's just not possible for me because I'm not suited to be that millionaire. But for some who are in that position, thinking, okay, the $1 million coming in, I already have plans where that millions is going to go, and how you can not like invested, but how you're going to make that money work for you in the long run, right?
Correct. Actually, this was my starting point, Osman. When Brian Tracy, first my mentor, which he was I purchased his course. I was dived all this webinar. He said, look, you got to prepare your brain and soul ready for $1 million. If you got $1 million today, you're just saying, you're like shooting your board all over the place. I want a 1 million. I want a 1 million. Okay, I'm giving you 1 million. But what do you want to do with this 1 million? You got to prepare your brain and your soul for 1 million. What I did, I wrote it down. What I want exactly for 1 million. I keep saying every single day before I go to bed and before I woke up from bed.
Yep.
I will share with you in the end of this, end of this session, what a saver is. This is a life changer. My point here is one thing I tried from, what I learned from Brian Tracy. I had a car at the time. I had a car, but I just want to change it. You know what I did? I wrote it down. I want a Jaguar. People start laughing at me. I want a Jaguar and specific. What's the even engine size? What engine size I want, and then what color inside should be. I wrote it down, and what year and what price. Okay, and where I'm gonna get this. You know what I did? Every single day, I focus exactly what Brian Tracy told me. I was just learning from the Brian Tracy. And trust me, Osman, after 2 weeks, I was searching, I was thinking, but this is a difference between me or you to other people. Look, you see, we focus what we want and we search for it. But people, they want something, but they don't search for it. They don't work hard for it. I worked very hard for it. So literally what I did, I was searching all the sudden. Honestly, this is like I was 12, I think 1 in the morning at night. I was searching all the sudden. I said, oh my God, the same car, same color, same thing in there. Yeah. Money-wise, exactly what I said to my budget at the time. It was actually £100 less than budget I put on my limit. Okay, I purchased it since I've got same car. Okay, my suggestion, guys, just focus what you need and just work hard for it. Really, what do you think, Osman?
Yes. What I can say from what concluded from what you've said, you actually had the right mindset when you read Brian Tracy, and his guidance pointed you to think in the right way, and then you followed exactly what he said, and it got you what you want. Well, that's a very good thing. But it's still now in this day and age, people don't have this guidance. That's why when people come online, I was saying to you earlier, somebody in my follow-up email after 10 months sending me an email, he said, "Hey, Osman, I just got a message from you. You're trying to sell something to me." In fact, I wasn't selling. I was just trying to. I've set up my follow-up email of people getting value from what I'm doing. This guy messaged me, Yusuf. He said, "I've been online for 7 years.
Wow.
I haven't made any money." And every people that is in my mailing list, I treat them as a real person. Like I'm talking to you right now. It's not like I consider people, "Oh, you're a lead, I don't care." No, you got to listen, because this is what my teacher said to me. He said, if you can listen to people, right, you will win their heart. This is what you need in life. You need to listen to people than just doing the talking, because everybody can talk. Everybody can make lectures going on for hours and hours and sharing what's in their mind, what they are doing. But like, for example, I mentioned this earlier. It's like Yusuf asking me for KFC, and I'm saying, no, I've eat KFC. McDonald's is the best. You go and take McDonald's, Yusuf. I know what I'm saying to you. But you, as an individual, you've never tried neither KFC nor McDonald's, but you wanted to taste KFC. This is an example, right? Or me positioning myself as a big speaker, saying, Yusuf, you need McDonald's. You don't need KFC, right? But both are food. In that context, both are food. But if I provide you what you need, you had it, tasted it, and then I can upgrade you to a new level, because people has level where they are. You got to serve people from what they need. Somebody needs something, provide them with what they need, and then you can drag them to your way of thinking with time, because nobody just jump online and then straight away has the vision you have probably right now, because probably 2 years ago I didn't have the same vision I have right now, and vision only grows when you're connected with like-minded people, and you see, oh wow, and it increasing confidence in you. You have the confidence, right? It's like me. I would, probably 5 years ago, you would tell me, hey, come online on YouTube and then start talking. You wouldn't find me. It's not like I couldn't do it. I wasn't confident. I wasn't confident enough to do it. But now it's just like normal to me, right? Maybe a lot of people watching our videos online, we don't know. But me coming here, not having any script, it's not like we planned to do this, right? It just came, we come online and start talking. So for some people, it might be, wow, this guy already planned this and now they've come and shared. No, we didn't plan anything. We're actually talking from what's coming in our mind, because we feel so confident to talk. This is one of the key things we acquire with experience, just by connecting with like-minded people, thinking, yeah, we can do it. So if we can do it, we're teaching you guys to do the same thing. You can do it. Everyone. And I was talking to somebody, I said, like, everybody has a gift, right? Everybody has a gift. It's just like when you have a big gift, it's usually in a box, right? You know, when you get a present, it's in a box.
Yeah.
You got to open it. And somebody yesterday was talking to me, say, "Oh, Osman, you're just talented. I'm not special. I'm not somebody. I'm nobody. But I opened my gift." So what I'm asking people to do is just open the gift and explore themselves. Try to be creative. Try to acquire your passion, what you really want to do. Coming back to that email that guy sent me, I say, "Oh, I've been online for 7 years," and I was like, "Okay, what have you done?"
That's 7 years. That's 7 years a lot. It's a lifetime.
It makes you think, like, somebody been online 7 years, and they said, I haven't made any money. I haven't made a single dime. It really touched me, because it all comes back to my mentor, because he's the one who actually taught me, and I should say I'm blessed and I'm happy. I found the right guidance in the beginning, right? Because a mentor can actually lift you up, or I'm not saying
I've got to take a note as well, Osman.
There's mountains out there. right? But sometimes people, they connect with the wrong people, right?
Yeah.
It can happen. It can happen. Anything in life, you can connect with the wrong people, and they give you their guidance, and then you end up going in the wrong way. And being in the wrong way, uh you started complaining. You started like how would I say? You started seeing everything wrong. Say, oh, this doesn't work, right? It's, for example, in life, yeah. Let's say somebody wants to make money, right? You have choices. You have choices. You can either follow somebody that is doing it the right way, or you can go and choose to do it the wrong way. Like, I shouldn't be mentioning this, but I'm just giving an example. Like, somebody go and rob a bank, right? Both person is going to make money, but the one choose a way that suits him, right? Maybe the person that is mentoring the person is saying, "Oh, go and do it like online. We call it black hat way, right? Go and do it black hat way. Go and do that. You're going to make a lot of money." It's possible, but did that actually bring peace in your heart the way you acquire it? Like, somebody come online and then try to sell you their product when they know that product is not actually going to help you or anything. But their goal here is just to make that money, right? Maybe their intention is good, but you got to think, right? This is what I've learned from my mentor. He said, you got to be delivering something of high value. If there is something of high value, you don't care. People will actually beg you to buy your stuff. They're not going to say, you don't have to chase people, oh, buy my stuff, buy this, buy this. You don't have to. Because you yourself feel proud in you, what you're delivering is of so much value, so that somebody who got this product actually becomes a blessing for them. Say, wow, I'm happy I met this person and he changed my life. Whereas you could meet someone else who can actually change your life in the wrong way. So connecting with the right people is very important, right? That's why I said you attract who you are, right? But it's not like just when you attract who you are. I mentioned earlier, it wasn't recorded, but I was talking to you, saying one of the first things my teacher told me is that, Osman, if you think you're a good person, you're wrong. I was like, what? That just shook my head. If you think you're a good person, which I believe everybody thinks they're a good person, but what I'm trying to teach you here, Yusuf, is to think big, right? The topic started to think big and deep, right? He said, if you think you are good, go and write down on a piece of paper all the bad characteristics that you can find in you, which people doesn't like, right? The only way you see yourself is through a mirror. When you look at the mirror will tell you how you look physically, right? But your fault, which everyone has, including me, everybody has fault because we're not perfect, is the people that surround you and that loves you, right? They will tell you, hey, I see this wrong in you. You got to change it. Now it comes to how you take it. You might get offended. Somebody telling you to see something wrong in you. Or if you're wise, you say, okay, this person is telling me my fault. He's actually my good friend because he cares enough to tell me what he sees wrong in me, which I'm not saying. I can go and change it. This doesn't make you a bad person, but this is just like trying to improve your overall character.
Your personality.
I mentioned you can go and read books, right? People can go and read books. And my teacher mentioned this, not coming from me. He said a donkey carrying a loads of books is still a donkey, right? This is very powerful words. When I first read this, I was like, wow, this is mind blowing. He said you can load a donkey with thousands of books, load them with books, they're carrying it. It's not going to change them. You don't need to read. I'm not saying you don't need to read our books, but what I'm saying, when you read something, try to go deep. into understanding. When you understand something, it brings wisdom. Wisdom of understanding something is what makes you see the true value in what that person is saying.
Absolutely, absolutely.
This is what awakens me when they said, "Hey, you might be reading a lot of book, but to me, it's just like it's not making any difference because you don't have the correct understanding. Well, understanding of things is what's going to make you who you are when you understand things on a deeper level."
Correct, absolutely.
And before you finish, let me finish this. What I was saying, I want to find out when he said to me, "Go and look at all your bad characteristics." So I went out to write, and he said, he himself, I can't find anything wrong with him, like in terms of character, the way he talks, the way of manners, and everything. He said, I managed to write 152 bad character in myself.
Wow.
Throughout my life.
Wow.
I was like, wow, you wrote 152 bad character in your life.
Even he was your teacher. I mean, he was literally, he was your mentor. That's right.
My teacher is telling me he managed to find 152 bad characters in him. And then he contemplate on it and try to change it. I was like, wow. If you have 150 bad character, I must be having millions. I don't even know. He says, that's why I want you to reflect. I want you to reflect on yourself and see the way you're talking to people. Is it good way? You might think it's good, but you might be hurting people as well. So he said, do you learn manners? Do you learn manners in the school? Not really. You read books, and your influence is actually the people you surround yourself, right?
Correct.
So if you grew up in an environment where people are highly educated, physically and spiritually, you will grow up in an environment with a lot of respect, right? Sorry. Whereas if you grew up in an environment where people have hate, have anger, violence, right? These people, they don't see this as a bad sign, right? And I've seen a lot of people online. They're just like, I don't care, and then they use swear words, right? You are actually talking to the general public, right?
Correct.
You know what my teacher said to me? He said, Osman, when I look at you, I can read you A to Z. If you talk, I know your whole life. I was like, what? He said, yes. He said, as soon as somebody opened the mouth, you can tell if you have that knowledge,
yes,
understanding, you can straight away tell if that person is wise or not.
Correct.
Right? You will know straight away. As soon as you speak, they will know. They can determine your level, where you are, if you are above them or if you're below them, and what to say, right? So what I'm saying to you, when you see people go online on Facebook or on a social platform, they said, just trying to raise my opinion, I don't care, and then they start using swear words, right? But somebody from the outside world or somebody who is highly educated looking at what you are posting on Facebook, right? Do you think this will have an impact on what people are reading, right? Because Facebook, when you post, it goes public. You don't know what you're saying. You don't know. You can't. It's not like you don't know, but you don't know how many people looking what you're saying. Even they're not liking, they might not be your friends. But what you're saying,
social media is wide open for everybody,
causing an impact on their lives. Say, look at the way this guy is talking. Do I see him as somebody of value where I can be friends, or the way he responds? Because these days, when somebody tries to connect with you, and you see this all the time, people are just, even they say they are positive, but because the person is not to the level of approach in the right way, I say, I'll just block you. You're wasting my time, right? So sometimes I think like this, right? When I first started online, complete newbie. I knew nothing, right? I was thinking what I was doing was okay, reaching out to people. I didn't know how to reach out to people. I didn't have the knowledge how to do it. I was thinking what I was doing was okay. So if I'm sending it to someone and then I got some swear words back, I was thinking, wow, this person is arrogant, or this person doesn't like me. What am I doing wrong? And you know what changed? Somebody actually told me, Osman, what you're doing is wrong. You're actually repelling people to you instead of attracting them. I said, really? What am I doing wrong? I'm just sharing my vision, what I'm doing. He said, yes, but you're sharing it in the wrong way. You're sharing, it's like somebody saying like, I've got the best chicken in the world, but these people are vegetarian. Oh, these people, they're not interested in buying your meat, in what you want to tell them. And you just like diving straight to the point. You can't do that.
No.
I said, please teach me the right way. And it all comes down to manners, right? When you have good manners, you will know how to approach, how to talk, and understand the person, what's going in their head.
That's right.
When you understand what's going in someone's head, you can break down things and make them realize, or present whatever you're doing, introduce yourself in a nice way, and make them love you.
Correct. Yeah. I like this. I like this word.
Because when I came online, I was saying, look, everybody has love in their heart, right? Love in you need to have love. Everything that runs in this universe is governed by love. Believe it or not, it's love that rules this world. Without love, there is no emotion, no feeling, nothing moves. Everything moves with love. But how to create love in an environment is by being positive, by spreading positivity, right? So how to do that? If everybody that is coming to you in the wrong way, you're responding negatively. Do you think you're spreading love? No, you're spreading hate. It's just like you're pushing. Maybe these people, this is one thing to write down. My teacher always says to me, he said, if all the people that is coming to you are wrong, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Is it your goal to be wrong to them? All right, I'll give you another example. And is this one as well? I wrote it in my notes because I like taking notes of everything my teacher said. I make notes.
I like quotes, right? This is very, very good too. Guys, I highly recommend to everybody, whoever watching this video, just take it.
It's saying if you're trying to be a doctor, right? Mm-hmm. Or you are a doctor, right? A lot of people you see the right doctor next to their name. It's a huge responsibility, you know. When somebody give you a title, a doctor, professor, right? Having this title is a short words. Why carries huge responsibility? They say, okay, doctor, I'm a patient. I'm ill, right? What have you got to me? What have you got for me? If I say, get out, no time for you, get lost, right? So by you being a doctor, me being an ill patient coming to you, I get this feedback from you because you can't be asked to help me. And that's your job. You are a doctor. You don't want to help me with my sickness. I'm ill. You don't want to prescribe me medication. But what I'm saying here, everybody has illness. It's not physical illness. They have spiritual illness. They have illness in all forms of life. Right? somebody might have bad behavior, bad character, whatever their sickness is. Your goal is to analyze them and then prescribe them the right medication. This is what you do. So if you reject people, right, then you're not really a doctor.
Of course. And you're not getting patient anymore because you don't accept impatient anymore.
You say you want to accept the right people only. Yeah, I'm not saying everybody out there I'm not saying you have to be everything to everyone, but it all comes down to the level of your knowledge as well.
Yeah.
If you
Actually,
you
one thing I
let me
Yeah.
finish this. If you want to serve people on a higher level, right? This is how thinking big. This topic is just about thinking big. We're not even diving into anything else. It's just thinking big. When you say you want to think big, you're not serving a community of like 100 people, 200 people. You want to serve the whole world, right?
correct.
That's what my teacher was saying to me when he was a kid. His dad asked him, son, what do you want to be when you grow up? He said, Dad, that's a very interesting question. I want to be a president of the country. That's like an awesome dream. So when I first heard him saying that, I said, wow, president, that's a huge role, right? And his dad said to him, son, what about the president being your student? Right? The president has to be your student. How do you get to that level? Means everything the president knows, you have to know more than him.
More than president. Yes. Awesome. This is absolutely smart. This is very good, actually. I like this as well. I like this. You have to think big, very big.
So he thought big, and then he find ways how he could actually make the president become his student. Right? Like today, people are listening to us. I don't know who are, but people are just searching for information and the right teacher. Once you found the right teacher, they guide you through knowledge of understanding. This is what's called knowledge of taste, right? There's two types of knowledge. You got knowledge of paper, like donkey carrying a lot of books still makes you a donkey. And then knowledge of taste, when you're giving that to somebody, they just get enlightened. When you're enlightened, you know what you're saying has an impact on someone's heart, right? And before I finish, I'll give you another example, which is a true story. My teacher relates that to me. He said, one day, because everybody thinks they knows, right? This is a common problem. Everybody thinks they knows.
This is completely false statement from everybody. Literally, not everybody, but some people.
People think they knows a lot, and they're not ready to listen. Right? They're not ready to listen to others. Say, "Oh, I know this. I know more than you." That's like egoism, right? My teacher said to me, "If you want to learn, drop your pride, drop your ego. Come there. Even if you already know, that's okay. Just pretend you don't know." When somebody is humble and he goes there, is like an empty cup. They can fill your cup. If your cup full, you're just too much, right? So he said, and this I posted this on Facebook because it was one of my favorite quotes, which made me reflect on a lot of things. He said one day he's actually a big teacher. He was teaching to a wide audience. People will travel around the world just to come and listen to him, right? So his son knew his dad is an important person in the society. Like millions of people come just to listen to what his dad is saying. They thought like, wow, my dad is a man, right? My dad is a man. Or me, his son, I want to prove to him that me, the son, I know more than him. Right?
Wow.
Look at this, which is in a way is a good way of thinking, but it's also egoism, right? I'll give you an example why. So what he did not realize is his dad has experience and has the knowledge. When the dad immediately saw that sickness coming into his son's heart, thinking he knows more than his dad, right? His dad wanted to make this become a reality. He said, son, I am ill this week. Can you go and do the lecture for me? His son was like, wow, today the people is going to know who I am. They've been listening to my dad, but now they're going to know who I am, who the main man is. That's somebody going out there and giving credit to themselves, right? This is ego. I'm not saying you're not supposed to give credit to you, but how you present it. If you present it with humbleness, it will go in people's heart. But if you try to be bossy, saying, I know this, every time you put yourself forward knowing something, it doesn't go into people's heart, right?
Right.
The son went out there, sit on the big chair, right? I'm just trying to make it so that you understand, like visualize what I'm trying to say. So he sit on the big chair, got his microphone, they're dressed nice, going to address the people that he knows so much. He started talking, all the people were. he couldn't believe it. He was like, I know so much. I know more than my dad. You people are ignorant. You're not listening to what I'm saying. You're ignorant. He started cursing the people for not listening to him because he knows too much. Right? He was very disappointed. He came back home. As soon as he came back home, his dad opened the doors. He said, son, how was it? Right? So when he said, how was it? His dad smiled because his dad already knew the sickness in his son's heart. He said, why the people were sleeping? They don't want to listen to you. You know more than me. He was actually giving the son credit, like making him hear the words the son wants to hear. Say, you know more than me. Why are the people not listening to you? He said, you're right. How did you know that? How do you know the people didn't want to listen to me? I know more than you. And this is egoism again. So I know more than you. And he said, his dad said to him, and this is what my teacher said to me, and this is what I'm saying to the audience today, right? Because knowledge has been passed from teachers to teachers, passed to me, I'm sharing it. He said, anytime you think you know more than anyone else, right, people will see you as an egoistic person, like big head, empty barrel, talking too much, right? Secondly, the dad was saying, every time I talk to people, I look in the mirror, everything I'm saying it to myself. If I'm telling you, Yusuf, you go and do videos, I'm looking at me and say, Osman, you need to go and do videos. Because you're telling somebody to do something, you have to do it yourself.
Correct.
And you've done it, and then you're talking to people, you're actually talking to yourself first, and then giving it to people. Today, you see a lot of people, they just tell you to go and do this, do this, do this, do that, do that. They themselves don't want to do it. They're just more like giving you all.
He even tried it himself.
Yeah. So the dad was saying, every time I try to give a lecture, everything I said in the lecture, I said it to myself. That if I'm saying I'm bad, I'm saying I'm bad myself. So that what I'm saying on me is a reflection of who I am. The people gain the insight from what I was saying. I did not address them as being bad. I addressed myself with lack of knowledge. I don't know. I need to learn. So they saw that as an inspiration, and this reflection makes them to think. That's why their heart was open, their mind was open, because whatever the man is saying, he's saying it to himself, and we as listeners grabbing what is coming from him.
Because the word coming from his heart, not from his mouth. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I did actually, this is great point. You just made it. I remember, you know, I was listening to this Bob Proctor. This is a few years back. He said, if you are going to teach somebody what do you believe and what do you stand for, you just go record this video and try to listen what you say.
Exactly. Yeah.
And honestly, I did, Osman. I really did. I said, okay, I'm gonna do it. You know, is nobody around? You know what I did? I just closed all the doors and I started recording video. And I want to. At the time, I was selling direct selling company, like you know, I was selling cookwares from USA. I don't want to mention the name here. I want to try to convince people to buy from me because great product, but I didn't know how I have to sell it. You see, the word didn't come from my heart. Literally, 60% was absolutely rubbish. I mean, 70% even, but 30% the presentation was 70% I didn't know. I just want to buy. I just want to sell it. I just want to sell it and get my money out. That's what I want. That's what my interest was at the time. And when my practice told me that, not to be honest with me, as in a webinar, like I was listening to what he said. I did exactly what he told me, and then every word I recorded and listened to what I was saying. Osman, I was ashamed what I told on the video.
Yeah.
I was begging people. I was begging to give me money.
Yeah.
And that's completely wrong. I mean, most of markets right now, most of MLM companies or marketers at the moment, they are probably, I could say 95% of them, they are trying to sell something for you or to you, and then all of a sudden you can't find them. You just they want your money. That's the only interest. And I highly recommend you, as Osman mentioned, I think you mentioned earlier, best mentor. Find the best mentor and learn from the mentor, right? And also, I like this as well. You mentioned earlier. I just took notes here. This is again. I learned from Zig Ziglar. One of these webinar. He said tier 3. Literally, it's not from him as well. From from his mentors. I used to think, okay, who I am, I have to stay who I am. I don't have any money, right? And at the time, and I have to mingle with the people like myself, right? And then I have to, mingle people like in my same class or same environment or same, mentality or same, whatever they do. But that's completely wrong. That's why I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But you mentioned earlier, this is a completion of whatever you said earlier. 3%, you got to spend your time with people under you. You got to understand what they need because you are a marketer. You have to understand what the problem they have, and you got a solution for it.
Yeah.
And 33% of your time is spent with the people of like same knowledge. They know like you. They are same you, and because you are going to mingle with them, and then try to surround yourself with the people, like for example, like you or better than you.
Yeah.
But you don't want to try to surround yourself people of under you. Try to understand them. To understand, but not mingle them with them. And then you try to understand 33% what they need, and then 33% of people like you, and understand how they do it on the marketplace. And then try to get the mentor, top 33%, teach you how. Teach you why, how, what you're going to be online or offline or whatever you are going to do. Literally, this 33% of above you have to find the right people in whatever niche you are and learn from them and apply your business. Because 33% they don't know, they got problem. 33% they apply everything same, like literally everybody just talking behind each other, grabbing his whatever they do. And then
one other thing as well I learned, and this just came to my mind, but I really like when inspiration comes to my heart and just share it, even if it's not related to the topic. Well, because it's not always inspiration comes and then comes to you, say this, like if you're inspired to say something, when these things come, I just write it down. I just write down my notes, and then I say, okay. And when I write it down, and I think I posted that in one of our Facebook group, I said, write down things, because when you write something down, you read up on it, and then you see more you can add to it. And the more you can add, the more knowledge you get, the more you can add. And then what actually came was like a piece of a puzzle. Now you got a complete puzzle just because you wrote it down, right?
Yeah,
So
correct.
one other thing that came to my heart right now was like I was talking, and then there was one teacher. He's got a couple of students, right? And he wanted everyone to succeed. And he said, okay, maybe you've heard this story. It's actually a true story, to be honest. He gave everyone some seed, right? But some dry seed. He said, go and plant this, and I want you to water it for some days and bring it back. And you got to bring out the best. Whoever bring out the best plant is going to get my attention one-on-one, right? So what all the students did, they just like take the leaf, plant it, right? They knew it was, when they took the leaf, they knew it was a dead leaf. But because what the teacher said, they wanted to impress him by making it look good, right? So everyone came in, almost everyone came in after certain days. They were all showing their plants, And one student, he didn't bring any plant. He just came there, and everyone was laughing, looking at him like if he's a complete failure. And the teacher was praising some of the students, saying, "Wow, you've done a good job. You've done that." Again, it's not it's not a small knowledge because it has understanding behind it, right?
Yeah.
It's showing everyone their plants good, awesome. And he said, now the person who's going to get my most attention is the guy who didn't bring the plant. Everyone got smacked like, wow, how? Because they just said, when I gave you the seed, I knew it was a dried seed. It's not going to grow. I said to you, go and make it grow, right? So you went to actually grow it in your own way, blended it to come here and impress me, right? But the one who is really truthful is the one who came in with nothing, right? In the society we're all living right now, right? I don't know, I posted again in the group the other day about honesty, right? When you're honest, you have nothing to hide. Nothing to hide. You're just being honest. But people who blended things, say, I've made this, I've done this, I've done that. You don't know the original source. I'm not saying people are fake, but you don't know the original source. They might be saying this to impress someone. But the truth will come when you connect with the person. When you connect with someone, like I mentioned, if you can get to the level of what my teacher been, as soon as you talk, they know your level, right?
Correct.
When someone opens their mouth, you know straight away what he knows.
Actually, you cannot. Yeah, you cannot hide. You cannot hide false statement. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. If not today, tomorrow will show. Right? Literally, you know what I want to do, Osman? I don't want to drag this, video like 3-4 hours. The other day we was 3-4 hours online. So what I'm gonna suggest here, I don't know whoever watching this video. Actually, we have. I want to suggest 3 books to start with, okay? Because as you mentioned earlier, knowledge and knowledge and knowledge. Literally, I think a few days ago I posted, good listener. I was actually listening to you, right? All my heart and my soul. I want to know what you're talking about, okay? And as you mentioned earlier, everybody's saying I know, but when they talking, you was okay, but you was saying but you don't know really, but you got to listen and understand. I want to mention 3 books actually. Who are listening right now, literally people who just getting started online, or they've been online but they still struggling, I highly recommend you. The first book you should read is Start With Why. Okay, Start With Why. You know, it is actually changed my mentality, thinking, and my literal direction of selling, pitching. Right, like I could say, pitching. We're not pitching here. We're not selling anything. This is very good point to start reading. Start With Why, day in and day after, because when you read this book, a second book, I highly recommend you to read Positive of the Power of Positive Thinking. Actually, I mentioned earlier with this. I just want to read this as well. This is a very good book. The Positive. I read previous one. You know, not from Norman Vince. Norman Vince is good. Norman Vince. I'm not promoting anything here. Just Norman Vince Pill. This is very good book. The Power of Positive Thinking.
Sorry, you need to find out who Norman Vince's mentor is.
Yeah, that's. I didn't know. I don't know, but I probably I will. And also, most of politicians, most of top businessmen, they're reading this book. Literally day in the morning. If you read this, this is a very good book. And also, third book, I highly recommend anybody watching this video, guys, Think and Grow Rich. Yeah, Think and Grow Rich. This is very good, from Napoleon Hill. Read that 3 books. Start with, if you are really want to change your entire life. And also, we have actually, Osman mentioned, he didn't mention, I think, we have 100K social media. Literally, we have something we can share, and also we can help people like you. You know, doesn't matter you've been online market, you know, long enough, or you just getting started online. We have 100K social media. Literally, we will take you from A to Z journey, right? And you know, whatever we mentioned in this video, this gonna change entire life. This gonna change thinking how you are going to making money online. This is common, you know, keywords, literally making money online. And making money online when you go through this 100K social media. And also
sorry to cut you. If I would not use a word like make money online, because people has a bad impression thinking, oh, you're selling something now, make money online. Well, what I would say, in other words, like, if you want to expand and grow your income, grow your personal value, you need to know how to position yourself online, right? A lot of people are online and they think they're doing the right thing, which is okay. Like, everybody thinks they're doing the right thing, which they believe they're doing the right thing. If they think they're doing it wrong, they will try to improve it. I'm not saying I'm doing everything 100% okay, but as far as I was concerned, I'm trying to do everything 100% okay, because from what my mentor is giving me, it's not just coming from me saying to people, go and do this. What he's done, I'm just trying to model what he's done and what he's teaching me, so that I can give to people what he's achieved. So what he's achieved and pass it on, right? Because my mentor, multiple 8-figure earner, and somebody with multiple 8-figure earners, you want to copy what they've done, done. And
absolutely.
Not just what I mean by copy, not like copy everything, but I think I would say by influenced by their lifestyle, like being passionate about the lifestyle. Like I mentioned, if you like a celebrity, if you like a star, you don't need, the star is not paying you any money. You just want to be like them, right? You mentioned you want to be like Bruce Lee. You really have an impression in your life. And when I was young, I really passionate about football. I really like David Beckham, the way he was playing football. I think was doing free kicks, hairstyle, everything. Wow, this guy is awesome. It's not Beckham probably never know who I am, but he has fans, right? He has fans, people around the world. When he says something, people are impressed what he's saying, and you want to be that person. You want to be that person influencing the world, so that people start liking you. When people start liking you, Even you're not giving them any money, they don't have to give you any money, but your presence make them to be happy. Say, oh wow, I want to listen to this guy talking. Why he's saying, I'm just passionate. I'm just following him all the way, right? And
yeah. Actually, this I just want to add this up here. I remember when I was young, and people like a footballer, they were told, I was told at the time they are making lots of money,
yeah.
But think how they are making money. Just a little bit think about it. Just playing the football. Just it's not. It's really not. You know what? If you understand the marketing, how they market themselves online, offline, unbelievable. Literally, they generate the cash flow in their pocket or their business by just promoting themselves. Okay. My point here is, guys, if you go through, I'm not selling here. Osman and I, we're not selling anything here, right? If you go through the 100K social media, you will understand how you are going to brand yourself as who you are, right? And how you are going to sell yourself online and offline, which is Osman mentioned in different way. I'm just want it straight up, okay? I just want it straight in your face. I didn't know. Osman didn't know. We just literally cracked the code. We know now how you can brand yourself and how you sell any product. Doesn't matter, A to Z product, without the pushing people, without the bagging people, without the hunting them to buy your product. They will hunt you down to buy your product. Okay, and also we have a mindset. Literally, Osman mentioned. He just mentioned one here, one there. He got we have a mindset literally. I'm talking about 3-4 hours mindset course, but you can go through about first 1 hour. If you watch 1 hour, Osman and I, we made a mindset course. You are going to be thinking, okay, how in this earth I didn't know this stuff. This stuff is not in the university, is not in the college. We cracked the code. We literally learn from the top mentors, okay? And they are so good, and they don't need our money, or they don't need your money. They don't even sell anything. We literally dived in and learned all this stuff, which we are going to share with you guys. And also, we launched our ad media traffic. If any of you guys is struggling online, for sometimes, generating, if you can't generate it, obviously traffic in your website or your offer, etc. Actually, you got. I don't know if you're a marketer, if you are in MLM companies, if you are promoting anything, we can help you. We're not selling again. We can help you. You can literally come one-to-one. We can help you, start promoting your product without bagging somebody else. Please come join with me or buy your product, right? We will help you on traffic point, and we can drive traffic into your website, into your offer, one-to-one coaching. Literally, me and Osman, on this Skype online, we are going to teach you how to do it. And literally, we're not giving you fish to feed you. We're going to help you how to catch fish, right? And this is a good news as well. So I've got everything in my side. So again, this is I just want to this is my last suggestion from my point, right? I don't know whoever watching this video. If you do it, is good for you. If you don't, I'm not saying you have to do it every single day, guys. Osman mentioned before, right, about probably half an hour ago, think big. don't jump online marketing or any business. Trust me, when I want to start my own business, I used to think I don't have the money to start. Literally probably I would say 80% of people right now watching this video, I don't have the money. How do I have to start? Because you don't believe in yourself. If you believe yourself and if you believe your goal, right, what you really want, you day or night, you're going to make yourself, like how can I say, you are going to find the money to invest in yourself. When you understand what I said, trust me, your life will change. When you start a business, any business online or offline, don't think about the money first. You know why? Think about, invest in yourself. Because I have a friend of mine, literally, this is a true story, Osman. I came online marketing and he came offline marketing, right? I told him, come together, we can work together, right? And he said, no, I want to buy a shop, okay? He invested about 150K to buy a shop, right? Off license or whatever he do. And then 150,000 pounds invest in the shop, okay? What's gonna happen? What exactly he do? He worked 24 hours in that shop to make money to leave.
Yeah.
If you think what I say, you don't need 150,000 pounds or dollar or whatever to start your own business.
That's why
you start from start from little money, invest in yourself and think very big. And also before I forgot this, I just want to end my side.
All right.
I highly recommend anybody watching the video. I highly recommend watch write your goal every single day, review that goal day before you go to bed and before you even wake up from your bed. Just literally, you wake up, read your goal. What I'm going to achieve in the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years time. So in my end, finish, Osman. I don't want to drag this video like 3, 4 hours. If you got anything to say, please go ahead.
I want to add a few things. Like you mentioned, a lot of people has goals and they have to believe in themselves, which I totally agree. But sometimes also it's confidence. People don't have confidence. And also, most important is to have guidance. Guidance like somebody telling them. Like,
of course, yeah.
Maybe it's more like a consultant. Somebody the other day was saying, Osman, you're like a therapist. So literally I saw somebody yesterday on Skype, he said, you're like a therapist. You have to understand people problem. Not everybody has same vision like you. What you want to achieve might not be for somebody. Even you're thinking big, which is okay, but someone else might not want this. But you got to offer advice in what they want. Somebody coming, like you're saying, your friend coming online, I wanted to open a shop, 150,000. This is what he wanted. He wanted to open that shop because in his understanding, in his knowledge, that shop is going to make him money, which is okay from his perspective. But somebody who is more like-minded entrepreneurship, they might be thinking, okay, if I had 150K, I wouldn't do that. Why? Because you have a different level of understanding, a different level of mindset. And you mentioned a lot of books. For me personally, my first book I read was Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad and Poor Dad. This book,
it's a very good book, actually.
Changed my mindset in the way of thinking. And the second book I read, which was Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, I've read that a couple of times. And also, my favorite book is the Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki, right? Because in that quadrant, it actually shows you where you are. And, I always mention this. Sometimes you know something, but you know it for yourself. You can't you don't have the I would say how would I present that? You don't have the way of presenting your thinking to someone else, like teaching it. You know something is for you, but doesn't mean you can teach it, right? It's also very important. You have to learn how to teach as well. It's not if you're very good in playing football, doesn't mean you can teach people how to play football, right? But Robert Kiyosaki actually put that in a way where you are in the quadrant. This means somebody who is looking at the wall from another perspective and see what's going on, and then put it on a piece of paper and presenting it to you, so that when you look at it, you can straight away see which quadrant you are. Most people are into the employee, and then they go to the self-employed. After self-employed, they become a business owner, and then from business owner, they go to investment. But if you don't know the quadrant, you might be, okay, I have my job, I want to be self-employed. Okay, so people will be like, okay, if I'm self-employed, I have my own business. No, you don't have your own business. The business owns you. Right? Again, it comes to personal development. Like you mentioned, he has a shop, but the business owns him. He doesn't own the business. I have a lot of my relatives who are very successful in business, but I don't see them financially free in terms like having freedom, because their business owns them. For example, my uncle, a multimillionaire. I'm not saying this to brag or because I know I'm live saying this right there. No, this just came into my mind, and which is true. Well, the guy, he's my uncle, yeah. But the business owns him, right? It's his mindset, and there's nowhere on earth I can go and say, Uncle, your business owns you. You'll be looking at me like, oh, who are you, a small kid, right? Well, in knowledge, the knowledge doesn't have an age. You don't need to have a specific age to give somebody knowledge. My teacher was saying when he was 18 years old, he was blessed with wisdom, and he had a student who was like 70 years old come to him to attend what he was saying, because he just had that knowledge. It's like a gift. You're gifted with knowledge. It's in you, and you understand things, and you're just trying to spread that gift of what you know to people, and people would pay to come and listen to him.
Correct.
So what I'm saying here is very important. When somebody is doing business online, they come and you can give them a financial plan where you want to be in life. A lot of people just want to be a self-employed person.
I think the course I just mentioned, the mindset course I just mentioned in the quadrant, in that course, actually, guys.
Yeah, we mentioned about it.
Yeah, that mindset course me and you did. In that, we are taking them to journey where where they are and where they want to go.
Yeah, because if you have the right guidance from beginning, you're following a blueprint, you would know which quadrant you have to be and how to think, right? How to think like a millionaire. When you can think and execute like a millionaire, even you're not a millionaire, but you're already playing the game. It's like somebody, they want
the mindset in there. I want to get it.
This is how I perceive things, right? So let's say I want to play football on a professional level. I would find myself a mentor. I would go somebody who knows how to play football, or teach me how to play football, and then I would want him to start playing me in the small leagues before putting me in bigger leagues. But he's training me to play on international level, right? He's already giving me the guidance. You can't say I want to learn to play football and straight away and play world class. This is wrong. You're not ready to play world class. When we say to people you're not ready, it doesn't mean it's like we're trying to sabotage your thinking, because somebody who has experience knows this guy is not ready. He's not ready. He needs to go through this step first. Once he go through this, then he can jump on a bigger level, right? Yeah. Because success is not a one-way road, right? People think you're getting success is just ahead. You walk ahead. Success is not a destination. It's a journey you have to go through. So you're struggling, everything coming your way, actually,
and also very hard.
Yeah, you have to be determined. You have to be determination, and what you want, how hard, how bad you want it, how bad you want to reach that level to play.
How about you are hungry for the success.
And on that time, you will be able to play. When you're playing like on the international level, doesn't mean you won the game. It still doesn't mean you won the game. You're just playing with the big boys on an international level.
Correct.
And it comes down to you again scoring goals. Prove yourself. It's still from there. It stand out from all the big boys. Because you got like millions of people around the world watching you now. Wow, let's see what this guy is doing. Like coming out on Facebook Live. Yeah, I'm doing Facebook Live. Okay, how many audience you go? Why should people be listening to you? You don't go there to play, right? You're going there to deliver value, and the amount of value, the amount of money you make is the amount of value you can deliver to the world. So this is what
I meant to always. And the audience you have, literally, they have a problem. You got the solution. If you got more audience, meaning you have a very good value to offer for them. Right, and then that's the business stuff. Osman, thank you so much. You've been on call today, and this is I literally pumped up, and I don't want to drag this 3-4 hours, and then probably we can do tomorrow, next week, similar thing, and then I just want to say God bless you, Osman. Thank you so much.
My friend.
Thank you for your time as well. Have you got anything to say?
Not really, to be honest, but I think sometimes when things come and you need to spread it out, write it down on paper, or just make a video straight away and then share it to the world, because that's the way you express yourself. People want to see who you are as a person. And I talk to people who say, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. You don't have to get ready in certain things. In a lot of things, you might need to be ready to move to the next level. But like you mentioned, it starts where you are. Once you start, you've already enrolled into that course. Even you're not playing international level, it's okay. But you already enroll. When you enroll, things will come. You will know how to play, right? And people say, oh, I don't know how I will appear on camera. I don't know what to wear. It's okay. This or not. It's like somebody doing their blog, say, oh, what background cover shall I put? What picture shall I put? It's not important. Who you are, the way I am, look, me, untidy. I just come online because I'm just sharing. What you're hearing here is inside my head, not how I'm dressed.
Correct.
Right? You're coming here to share what's inside you so that people can gain.
That's what I mentioned, Osman. Between me and my friend, I had him money, but he had 150K. He invests in the shop. But I invest in myself. I invest literally my knowledge. He can lose that shop tomorrow. If you lose that shop, you don't have the money. But I can't lose my brain. If I lose my brain, I'll go die. So my brain and my knowledge, I carry all my life. Even if I don't have any money, because I have got this knowledge, I'm going to make money. I'm going to make my life very, happy, joy, awesome place for me and my family. But if I have money, but if I don't have a knowledge, truly, you do not have a life. You do not have any value. We are puzzle. It's small, as you mentioned, I think earlier. We are a piece of puzzle in this world.
Yeah.
What you are going to offer before you go.
Yeah.
When you're born for the purpose. You came this world for something, not just came and, most people I speak, oh, I'm so old, I don't care anymore, I probably go die. I just want to, even some of my, in my previous friends, in the past, I don't communicate with them. They start smoking and drinking, etc. I explain them, look, drinking and smoking is not gonna take you anywhere. You're just killing yourself. No, forget about it. I'm an old man or woman or whatever. I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna go die.
You don't know my problem.
You are piece of puzzle. When you go, before you go, what you have to offer.
Yeah.
So, God, Osman, God bless you. Thank you so much. I just want to.
That's one thing I want to add, and this game. one last.
Within hours, that's why we never finish.
5 to 5 anyway. So I know it's 5 o'clock in the morning because the reason I'm up, and this has been my schedule for people who does not know. When I've been online, and it's not like I'm doing this because I have to do it. I'm really passionate, right? I've set my schedule. I sleep every day after 5:30. Yeah, I sleep like 4 hours and then I'm up. I don't need an alarm clock. I'm not saying this out of pride. I don't need an alarm clock to wake me up because you're just passionate. You're passionate about what you're doing. Even you're not making a lot of money in the beginning. When I first started, I was making a lot of money in the beginning, but it just, my passion keeps me up. When you're passionate about something, keeps you up. What I wanted to add, Yusuf, like you mentioned about the guy that has a shop. Again, when it comes to money, people might be saying, okay, like you said, Yusuf, okay, you make 200K last year, but why are you still doing what you're doing? Or what people might think, okay, if you made a lot of money, so why the heck are you still online, right? And this is one of the things I learned from my mentor, even he's made a lot of millions. He said, you know, when you're rich, Osman, right? This is a very important question. Like we mentioned in the beginning of this call, if you make $1 million, then you say, oh, I made $1 million, where do I invest it, or what? How do I use that money? Well, you got to think where you are in life, right? And how much you really need. Because no matter how much money you get, it will never be enough for you. It will always, this is mankind mentality. The more you have, the more you want, right? People have to be grateful with what they have. So for this example, just to share this example so that people have the mindset of thinking, let's say you're somebody that earn 50K a year, right? Let's say you earn 50K a year, right? And with that 50K, if you live your life the way you are living, like a good life, nice car, and like you're financially free in terms like with that 50K, you're okay to live without any worry, without going and on credit cards, with like spending money, okay, right? 50K is okay for you, for example, and you have 100K in the bank, right? It doesn't make you rich. It only makes you rich for 2 years because your income for the whole year is 50K, and 50K you can live okay. You have 100K, means you are rich for 2 years. Did you get my point?
Correct.
So
awesome.
What you do is to add another 50K extra so that you are 3 years rich. And then you add another 50K extra, then you are 4 years rich. So if you are 20 years rich ahead, then you know you're rich. Else you're not. Having a lot of money, you see people, okay, oh, you made 100K, why don't you go and buy a nice car? Because that's not our goal. People say, oh, if you got this, look at Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook owner or big. They don't go and buy like big cars, also make a lot of money. They have different level. I'm not talking to their level, but I'm talking to myself and you. You don't have to go and buy expensive car.
No.
Just show people, oh, I have 100K in my bank, so I'll buy a Lamborghini, I'll buy a Ferrari, right? This doesn't show anything in your personality. To be financially free is to have years of finance in your bank account that can make you survive with or without you doing any work. This is true wealth in terms of what I just shared to you.
Actually, I just want to add this here as well. This is from my personal experience because I have been doing business long enough now. When you have money, instead of buying good car or spending to vacation, what I do, I reinvest that money back to my business, right?
Yeah.
And get more money from my investment. That's what I do.
Yeah. And I'm not saying you're not supposed to live your life or just save the money, but again, it comes down to your overall goal in life, where you want to be. And also, I was saying this to my dad the other day. I said, you know, Apple, they created an app. They said how long you're going to live. And then every day you look on that, they give you like a sort of a timer. But I don't think they release it on the marketplace because it offends some people. And actually it's quite a good thing, because people don't know the amount of time they've got. You don't really have time.
Correct.
Action. If you want to do something, you go and do it. You don't wait for time, because time will never come. Time is just a priority of making things happen.
Right time. There is no right time for business.
There's no right time.
No right time. Never. Guys, I just want to say, if you believe you're going to change your life, just do it. Take action. Just do it right now. Doesn't matter, how hard is it. Doesn't matter, how bad is it. Just do it. And don't
wait for the perfect
anybody stop you on what do you believe in. That's what I believe. Do not let anyone stop you, even your kids, if you have one, even your wife, if you have one. Don't let anybody stop you. What do you believe in? Just go out there and just do it. Guys, God bless all. Until next time, God bless. Bye for now. Thank you. Bye for now. Thank you. Bye-bye.